Athletes, welcome to a very special day of fitness. Today we have Murph for you. Now, if you don't know what Murph is, it's a yearly workout that we do to honor past heroes, and we'll go into a description during the workout. We've got TJ, we've got Alyssa, we've got your warm-up coming up next. Athletes, your warm-up is starting now. We've got 10 seconds on the clock. We are going to start with ankle circles. So I'm gonna have athletes standing tall. We're gonna take one foot and put it out in front of us, and we are gonna go one direction with those ankles. I don't mind which way, because we're gonna go the opposite way in just a second. You're gonna have one foot that works better than the other, because one will act like you have never used it before in your life. We're gonna go ahead and switch the direction for me. I'm gonna have you guys go 5 circles there, and then we are going to switch to the other side, same thing. So we're getting those ankles warmed up. Whatever we are doing, whether we're running or doing a substitution with that, we will talk about it in just a moment, but we are getting our body primed to start moving. So we got a lot of running to do. We got push-ups, pull-ups, and air squats. Next thing, go ahead and relax. We're gonna go both feet underneath our hips. We're gonna go up to our toes and then back to our heels. We're working on our heel-toe rocks now. So we're working from our lower body up. We're gonna get our body primed for some movement. The next one that we have, I'm gonna have athletes grab their heel and their ankle, and we are going to pull up, and then we're gonna switch to the other side. I want you guys to focus on keeping your chest up here, but you should feel a gentle stretch in your hip and in your glute. We're gonna do 2 more reps on each side. We'll do 1 more rep on each side. And then the next one we're gonna do is that we're gonna do a leg throw. So we're gonna take that leg, we're gonna go back, forwards, opposite hand, opposite foot. I want you guys to go ahead and give me 4 to 5 reps here. So we're still working on getting those hips opened up. You can go same leg, or you can alternate, whichever choice that you want here, but we are just working on getting full opening and closing of your hips. The next one that we have, we are going to go into a lunge position. Now, if we don't have a lunge, we can take a nice big step like this, but we are gonna turn away from our back leg. I'm gonna have athletes alternate here, so we're gonna go each side. So turn away from that back leg, stand tall, and then you're gonna switch legs, and then I want you to rotate away from that other back leg now. So we're, once again, opening hips, opening torso in preparation for all the movement we're about to do. I'm gonna get 1 more rep on each side from both athletes, and then we're gonna get that heart rate up just a little bit. So I'm gonna have athletes stand up for me, and we are going to start with slow high knees. So slow high knees, we are just gonna march in place. We're bringing those knees up nice and high. Now keep it at the intensity that you feel comfortable with, but we do wanna elevate that heart rate, so let's start to speed it up. And we're gonna go faster, 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 quick, 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 quick. Get both feet on that floor, there we go, fast, 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 floor is lava, and relax. We're gonna go into our slow butt kickers now. So knees stay down, you're gonna start to bring those heels up, trying to touch your glutes with your heels, and then we're gonna start to speed this up as well, and we go faster, 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 quick, 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 quick. Fantastic, relax. And now the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get warmed up for our pull-ups. So for our pull-ups, I'm gonna have Alyssa grab her band. I'm gonna have TJ grab an object or a dumbbell. What we're gonna do is bend over rows for both athletes. So regardless of what variation you're doing, I want you guys to get into a position that you push those hips back. TJ's gonna use a crush grip, pulling back with that dumbbell. He's gonna go ahead and cycle through reps here. We're gonna work on Alyssa with her band. Now with Alyssa, I'm gonna have her bend over slightly. There we go. And we wanna pull back with those elbows as we go through this. So I want you guys to make sure we're not inadvertently rising and going into a drag curl. And we're always thinking about squeezing those shoulder blades together as we go. Lean over a little bit more for me, Alyssa, right there. Good. Now with Alyssa, it can be difficult to find the right intensity here or the right resistance, so we can choke up on that band and find the place that's gonna be challenging. Let's go ahead and relax. The next one that we have is that we're gonna go into push-ups. So with our push-ups, what I'm gonna have both athletes do is get down to the floor, and we're gonna go hand release here. I'm gonna have Alyssa go hand release to her knees. I'm gonna have TJ go hand release in a full push-up position. So with this, I just want you guys to go down to the floor, touch the ground, and during these hand release, this shows you what your full range of motion for your regular push-up should be. So when we do touch and go push-ups and we go rep after rep, it's very easy to overarch and just touch that lower abdomen to the ground versus actually getting your chest there. So I want you guys to feel the range of motion that we feel during these hand release and replicate it when we go with our regular push-ups. I'm gonna have you guys relax, and let's go ahead and stand up. We're gonna go into air squats now. So for our air squats, we got tempo air squats. Let's go ahead and begin squatting. 3, 2, 1, and up. 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 And then give me 10 air squats as fast as you can. You can go through this at your own pace here, keeping that chest up, keeping those knees out. I want you guys to focus on making sure you're giving me quality reps, but I want you to ramp that intensity up. I gotta get your heart rate up before we get into this workout. Next piece that we're gonna do is I'm gonna have both athletes move to the air runners for our final piece of this warm-up. We've got TJ and Alyssa on the air runners today. They're gonna go ahead and start moving for me. I'm gonna have them start out with the walk, and then we're gonna finish with a jog/run. If you guys don't have the correct distance marked out at your place, you don't know what a 200 is, you don't know what a 400 is, we have 800 meters of running or walking today. When we're going through this, that's roughly 4 minutes. So if you got enough space to run out for 2 minutes and then turn around and come back, that's how we can measure the distance. If you don't have that, you could run out for a minute and back for a minute and do that twice, and then that would give you 200 meter out, 200 meter back for 400, and you double it for your 800. Both athletes are gonna go ahead and start to pick it up to a jog for me. In our jog, we want our shoulders to stay relaxed. We got those hands in front of us, hands are staying relaxed, eyes are on the horizon. If you have a large amount of bounce here, I want you to eliminate that. Try to stay steady here. We've got 800 on the front half, 800 on the back half. This is half Murph that we're doing today, with an AMRAP thrown in between. So if you guys don't have a lot of time to do the full workout, this is still a great way to get the fitness in and honor the purpose of this workout. We're gonna relax in 3, 2, 1, and that is it. So I want you guys to throw those cell phones on silent, grab your water, do whatever you need to, because we have a fantastic workout for you coming up next. Athletes, your workout is starting now. We've got half Murph in 10 seconds. Go ahead and make your way to where you are going to be running. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. So with today's workout, this is a very special workout today because this is Murph. Now you guys, you may have heard of the Murph Challenge or somebody saying, hey, I'm gonna do Murph on Memorial Day. Murph is a memorial workout that in the CrossFit world is done every single year. It's a part of hero workouts, and I'm gonna get into details on that in just a few minutes. I wanna let you know what we're doing with this run. So when I said half Murph, full Murph is a mile run and then 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 air squats, and a mile run. It is not a workout that people jump into right away. You typically take 6 to 8 weeks to prep. We've been doing that at the Mayhem Gym for the past 6 weeks in our classes to get people accommodated to the volume. So this is a version that we can let you guys do at home, that you can still show honor to who this is meant for, who is Lieutenant Michael Murphy. And then this also allows you to get the fitness in if you don't have enough time, because times on this workout will range anywhere from fast times of 30-ish minutes to an hour, hour 15, and hour 20. So whatever your capacity is, we want you guys to work at that. Don't feel like you've got to push as hard as you possibly can. We want you moving steady. Now on this workout, what we've got is an 800 meter run before and after our 10-minute AMRAP. For ease of timing on this workout, we're gonna do our run from 0 to 4, because a 4-minute mile would be an average of an 8-minute mile for this 800 that we're doing. 1600 in 8 minutes. You got your 800 in 4 minutes. And with this, if you guys are running, if you're walking, you're gonna go for 4 minutes if you're sticking along with our athletes. Now, if you wanna do the full distance, which we highly encourage you to, take this video back to the 4-minute mark, and then that's gonna get you queued up for when we start the 10-minute AMRAP here. So we've got TJ and Alyssa on the runners. They are running for that 4 minutes, going for the 800 meters that we have. And with this workout, we wanna make sure that we're staying relaxed. We're focusing on keeping our shoulders relaxed, keep those hands relaxed, keep our eyes on the horizon. Not a lot of bouncing up and down. We're staying nice and steady here. The pacing that we do on this first 800 meters should be the same pacing that we do on the second 800 meters. And that second 800 meters is gonna be much more difficult because we're gonna have all of those push-ups, pull-ups, air squats, or any variations of those movements that we're doing on top of us when we go back to the runners. If you guys don't have the distances marked out, you can always use the rule of thumb of saying that 800 meters is roughly a 4-minute run. So with that, if you run out for 2 minutes and then run back for 2 minutes, that will give you the distance. We always have running incorporated into these workouts, so if you guys are following along regularly, we would encourage you to make some small marks on your running tracks so that you don't have to pace it out every single time that you do a workout with this. You know where you need to go each time. So on the clock, we are at the 3-minute mark. Our athletes here are gonna run for another minute, and then we are going to go into the 10-minute AMRAP that we have for you today. Our 10-minute AMRAP is going to be 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, and 15 air squats. If you're doing the modified version on this, we're doing bent over rows, and you are gonna have 10 reps on your bent over rows, 10 push-ups, and then 15 air squats. That is an AMRAP, so we're gonna go for as many rounds and reps as we possibly can. We are looking at 30 seconds left on the clock, so keep yourselves moving. We're staying relaxed. We're keeping in mind the work that we got ahead of us. I want you to make sure we're taking nice deep breaths, because when we get into that AMRAP, I want you to be able to attack that, but at an intensity that you can maintain. So it's only 10 minutes that we're working for today, and you can look at me and say, only 10 minutes, I got this, or you're like, yeah, it's only 10 minutes. That's a really long time. Whichever version or whichever view that you have on that 10-minute AMRAP, let's pick an intensity that we feel like we can stick with throughout, and that is our 4 minutes. I'm gonna have our athletes here go into their 10-minute AMRAP from 4 to 14. Now, if you guys are still running at home, just take this video back to the 4-minute mark on the clock, and then you'll be able to get right into where we're starting this. We've got TJ going through strict pull-ups, so he's got 5 reps there. He's going into 10 push-ups and then 15 air squats. We've got Alyssa doing her modified version of a strict pull-up with the banded bent over row. The banded bent over row, you have 10 reps there, then 10 push-ups, and then 15 air squats. When we're going on the bent over row, it's really difficult to find the sweet spot with the resistance on that band, so play around with it just so that we can get a nice strong pull, feel the resistance at the top, and then control that band down. Alyssa's going down into her push-ups right now. We do have a plate off camera, so if she starts to burn out, personal preference for me, I don't like knee push-ups. I don't feel like they prepare you very well for a regular push-up. They work well in a pinch if you don't have an object, you're on vacation and you want to get some push-ups in. You can always use knee push-ups, but she's going to switch to a floor plate press if she starts to burn out on that movement. We got TJ's finished up with his air squats and he's back onto his strict pull-ups. And then we got Alyssa going into her air squats. Alyssa's doing a great job of our points of performance of chest up, knees out, or in the same direction that her toes are pointing, and then she's getting below parallel and then standing all the way up. When we go through push-ups or we go through air squats at a really fast pace, it's easy to cut the range of motion, either at the top or the bottom, so make sure we're getting all the way through. Now I mentioned that today's workout is Murph. It's a version of Murph, a variation. And just because we're doing a variation of it and not doing the full thing, do not think for 1 minute that you are not serving the purpose of honoring the person that this workout is for. CrossFit has hero workouts, so if you ever see something that's named after a person, it's typically somebody who lost their life in the line of action, and this is for firefighters, police, and military. For Murph, Murph is named after Lieutenant Michael Murphy. On June 28, 2005, in Asadabad, Afghanistan, there was a 4-man unit of SEALs that went out and they were looking for a local militia commander to capture, gain intelligence on, and this group of SEALs was ambushed. During that time, they were actually captured and released by locals, and then they were followed by a group of militia that cornered them on a mountainside. Michael Murphy had been injured during this initial firefight, but he sacrificed his life by going out so that he could get reception on the radio to call for backup. In the process, he received wounds that ultimately killed him, but he did lay down his life for the lives of his men that were with him. Now, Lieutenant Michael Murphy was accompanied by 2nd Class Danny Dietz, 2nd Class Matthew Axelson, and 2nd Class Marcus Luttrell. During the course of this, they did continue to engage with the enemy forces, and Danny Dietz, Matthew, and Lieutenant Michael Murphy all succumbed to their injuries and passed away. Marcus Luttrell was able to survive and get to a place that he was able to, on July 2nd of 2005, be rescued. So there's movies about this. If you guys have seen Lone Survivor, that's a fantastic piece. But that's the reason that we are doing this workout today, to honor the lives of those SEALs that gave their lives. And there was an additional 16 SEALs and Army Night Stalkers that passed away after a rocket-propelled grenade hit the backup team that came to save those initial 4 SEALs. So whatever effort you can give on this workout, I'm a little bit more somber because this is something that is very important. There's people on a daily basis that are giving their lives and sacrificing their freedom so that we can live the lives that we have, so that we can do the workouts that we're doing. And this is a small show of respect that we can do in order to just pay respect to those people that are using their efforts and their energies and their life to give for us. So when you're doing this workout, I know it's going to be tough, it's going to be hard, it's easy to joke about how tough this workout is, but really think about the purpose of why you're doing this workout today. And so this is something I often tell you guys, think about why you showed up today. And today, that is what we're doing. Murph is always done on Memorial Day, so if you go to a CrossFit gym, you'll see this going on, and it's even branched outside of CrossFit. So thank you for showing up today. Thank you for giving the time that you've got to show a small sacrifice and honor those that gave their lives for us. So right now, we got our athletes moving into the 9-minute mark overall. So we started at 4 minutes. So we're 5 minutes into this 10-minute AMRAP. I want you guys to continue moving here. We need to keep this pace that we established in the beginning. And again, think about why you're doing this workout. This is a tougher workout than what we normally do, and it's meant to be that way because hero workouts tend to be things that would not be a daily workout for us. We wouldn't do Murph every single day. That's why it happens once a year. But when we do that, this is something that it is going to be painful because we want to kind of resonate in like the suffering that we go through here is nothing compared to what people have done for our freedoms. But we're doing this out of respect. So we got Alyssa moving on to her push-ups. Again, with these push-ups, if she needs to move into her floor plate press, we've got that off to the side. She can do that at any point. With push-ups, they're super easy to burn out on. So with this, I want you guys to do fast, quick sets on these. Get off your arms, shake them out, and then go right back into your next reps. TJ is working on these beautiful air squats that he's brought with him today. With this, we're making sure we're getting below parallel and all the way up to the top, and you can hear him breathing with every single rep. I've said this before, when you are working out, when you're doing a movement, you want to breathe out on the hard part. Anybody can squat down, but sometimes we can't get back up. So that's going to be the hard part of the squat, so breathe out when you stand up. We got TJ moving from his strict pull-ups he just completed right back into his push-ups. We've got Alyssa cranking these push-ups out. With this, you can see she's taking a momentary pause on the ground, which is completely fine. You guys pick the intensity on this workout that you can maintain throughout, and you want to be strategic with it. If you start out too hot and you burn out on any one movement, then that's going to get you stuck on that point, and we want to avoid that at all costs. With full Murph, which is again, 1 mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 air squats, and then a mile run, that is a workout that you do not attack with a super high level of intensity. You think about finding a place that you can coast through that and it can push towards that last run, you're more than welcome to, but we want you guys to move consistently, move with good technique, and let's chip away at these rounds because we are doing this AMRAP 10 minutes today, rounds plus reps. Athletes are looking at 11:20 on the clock, so we're just about 2 minutes, a little bit over 2.5 minutes left in the 10-minute AMRAP before we get back to our final run. Alyssa's back down into her bent over rows, and again, Alyssa's doing a fantastic job of adjusting the band so she feels resistance throughout this movement. She's pulling up, thinking about pulling those bands to her pockets and then right back down. When we're in this position, you should feel yourself loaded up in your hamstrings and in your glutes. We got TJ back on these air squats. TJ has done a great job of finding the pace that he can maintain throughout this workout, and most importantly, he is breathing with each of these movements. Your breathing is something that I highly stress the importance of because not only does it assist with core stability, but it keeps you on pace. If we're doing a movement, we're holding our breath and breathing every other rep, that's when we start to get into that danger zone and we're forced to quit, we're forced to stop. So I want you guys to think about breathing with each rep here. The pull up is easy going down, but it's hard going up. So breathe out when you pull up, breathe out when you push up, and then breathe out when you squat up. Athletes are looking at 90 seconds left in this 10-minute AMRAP. So right now, I want you guys to think about what intensity you might be able to give me towards the end of this. This is not your normal last minute. I want you to go as hard as you can, because we still have this run afterwards. So I want you guys to be able to have enough in the tank to apply a good effort there. We've got a minute 10, and when we get to that 13-minute mark on the clock, or the 9-minute mark in our AMRAP, I'm gonna have you bump up the intensity a little bit if you're able to. So right now we got 1 minute left in the 10-minute AMRAP. If you guys can start to increase slightly, go ahead. If you can't and you just maintain, that is perfect as well. This is not the day that I'm gonna tell you to give me every single ounce of fitness that you got, because we still have the run coming up. Most importantly, remember why we are doing this workout. Lieutenant Michael Murphy sacrificed his life for the lives of his men and for us. So keep that in mind as you're starting to struggle with this workout, as it hurts. Continue to push, continue to do what you do, because this is a very small way that you can honor those who have sacrificed for us. You guys are looking at 25 seconds left on the clock, so keep pushing for me. You're doing a fantastic job. We've got 20 seconds left, and we are getting back into our final run. TJ's got that quick break before he gets back into his push-ups. Alyssa is back onto her bent over rows. You guys have 10 seconds. Give me the last few reps that you have here. Get all the way through that range of motion in 5 and 3, 2, 1, and back to your run. That's it, no rest. We're going right back onto our runners. Again, our athletes here are gonna run from 14 to 18. So if you guys are running at home and you're doing the full distance, you've got 800 meters right now. So if you're still working because you came in a little bit later on your run from the first one, you should be on time with us. So you've got full 800 meters that you're gonna go for this run. Again, here, if you're just keeping pace with us and you wanna do the 4 minute for that average of an 800 meter, you are welcome to. This run is gonna be substantially harder than the first one that we had, because your legs don't wanna work. Your arms feel like they're like 10 times the weight that they normally are. Just think about relaxing. Give me those nice deep breaths. Keep those hands relaxed. Keep that movement through your shoulders nice and fluid. If we have that high amount of bounce again, let's try to even that out, so that if we held our hands in front of us, you're not gonna see those bouncing on an object on the horizon. We're staying steady with whatever that object is that we've picked. Nice deep recovery breaths here. I just want you to use the first portion of this run to recover. We did a ton of work up to this point. We've gone half a mile, we did 10 minutes of pull-ups, push-ups, and air squats, and now we're back into the second half mile, full mile total on this workout. We are looking at 15:30 on the clock. So we are just about now at 2.5 minutes left in this run if you guys are going the 4 minute period with us. Again, you guys have done a lot of work up to this point, and that is just a small fraction of what people have done to sacrifice for our freedoms. So keep this in mind. I know that you want to slow down right now. I know that you want to stop. I know how exhausting Murph can be doing that workout, because we've done it numerous years, but this is the time I need you to dig in. Push just a little bit harder, push for just a little bit longer. You are almost there. We've got 16 minutes on the clock, so we got 2 minutes of running here. Now, if you guys are running on something that's stationary like the runner or a treadmill at home, if you need to drop it down to a walk, you're welcome to. If you feel like you can hang on a little bit longer, but you just need to decrease the pace slightly, you can do that. But if you feel like you can keep the same pace, stay here with it. On that final minute, that's when I'm gonna push you, and let's see if we can get as far as we can into that. Again, we're going for time here, so we've got this 4 minute run. If you guys know that you got your last 100 meters, that's where I want you to push at home. So keep going, guys. We've got a minute 20 left on the clock for us. We are getting all the way through this 800 meters. TJ is right on track. Alyssa is right on track as well to finish at the 4 minute mark, or the 18 minute overall clock. Keep pushing, guys. We are looking at 1 minute left, 1 minute left. Now, if you're unsure of your distances, the last 30 seconds would technically be your 100 meter mark. So that's where I'm gonna have you guys increase that pace. So we are looking at 50 seconds left. You have come so far in this workout. We just have a little bit longer to go. I need you to keep pushing, keep giving me that fitness. This is the time that I'm gonna tell you at the end of this, this is where I want you to empty that fitness tank. Give me everything that you got. Remember why you showed up today. Remember why we do Murph every year. And remember that this is making you better, and it's a very small way that we can show respect to those who have sacrificed their lives for us. I want you guys to push, push, push. We got 20 seconds left on the clock. This is the final sprint. This is it. I want you all the way in. If you guys are running outside, you got that full 800. Keep pushing, keep going. We got 10 seconds left on the clock. We are almost there. Keep that intensity where it's at. We are 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. That is it. Great job, TJ. Great job, Alyssa. Thank you so much for showing up for this very special at-home workout. We are honored that you guys showed up to do this with us today. Your cool down is coming up next, so don't go anywhere. And once again, thank you for helping us remember and memorialize those that have given all for our freedoms. Athletes, thank you so much again for joining us for this special day of fitness where we did Murph so that we could honor those that sacrificed for us. Now, if you like today's workout, this workout was very unlike the majority of the workouts that we do. Once again, this was a hero workout, so it's a little bit harder than the norm. But if you liked what we did in general today, we've got the offer for you. We'll offer you a 7-day free trial to the Mayhem Athlete community so that you can find workouts that will get you on the road to being a competitor or just a fitter version of yourself. Whether your goals are bodybuilding, CrossFit, functional fitness, anywhere that you want to work out, we've got workouts that will fit your style and the equipment and the places that you're at. So join us today. We would love to have you. Now, this is the serious point in this because I always talk about how important your cool down is, which is listed here. So take a few extra minutes. You did a lot of work, so take care of your body because it just took care of you. Most importantly, be good, be kind, remember what people have given for your freedoms, and have a great day. We'll see you at the next workout.